Like, what else can you need? Welcome back to this Men's Colognes channel. Today I'm sharing my personal lifelong favorite fragrances for men. These are integral part of my fragrance collection here to recommend for you on this channel, and they have stood the test of time through like my ups and downs. These are always my core fragrances that I love always. I'm sure you will love them too because they are just unforgettable. Let's start with an amazing fragrance that I've been talking for years now. The first time I smelled that, it completely captivated me. It was unlike anything I have ever smelled before, and this just stuck in my mind, and I love how unique this fragrance is. It is Black Pepper from Comme des Garçons. It's got a huge blast of black pepper, and you might think, oh, black pepper in a fragrance, like you'll just smell like black pepper. But believe me, test this fragrance on your skin because it settles down to this. I love the blast of black pepper. That is what drew me to this fragrance. I've got it sprayed here, but then it gets warmer. It gets this patchouli oud scent, this dryness. It's such a masculine fragrance. It's super unique. It is love at first sniff. I promise you, you'll love this. It's so badass. If you love fragrances like Oud Wood from Tom Ford and you want something that is super unique but along the same dry woody lines, this, I promise you, you'll die. This is so good. And I've got 13, I believe, fragrances in this list, but it was so hard to put them from least favorite to my top favorite. So I'm kind of going with everything because I love them all equally. Next up is this baby, Duo Homme Parfum. Yes, it's discontinued the bottle that I have, but I have to put this on this list because sometimes one bottle just pops up and you have to grab it. Like whatever you do, or like send me the link. This fragrance, you can get it at airports sometimes. They've got old bottles. This is magic. This is irisy, but I won't tell you too much about it. But recently I've found a fragrance that is new that gives me that, scratches that itch, and it is a Love Flame from House of Dastan. It's got that same orris, irisy, smooth, chocolatey, just indulgent, masculine, elegant fullness in a fragrance. It is just to die for. It's loud, it's strong, both of them are. So if you want something that is similar to this and you can't get hold of Duo Homme Parfum, the old version, the new one is just skip it. Then Love Flame from House of Dastan, it is so good, and it will probably replace this when this runs out in my collection because you just can't get the parfum anymore. Next up, I mean, you all know it if you've been watching this channel. Even if you haven't, you know that this fragrance is in many people's tops, especially women. We are obsessed with the scent, and for a good reason. Like, what else can you need? This is, I'm obsessed with this. I remember watching a Jeremy fragrance video way back when. I wasn't like on YouTube or anything. And I was like, I have to try this because he loves it so much. And I went in and I was like, right, I'm buying it for my husband because this scent, it just transcends time. It will always be a classic. It's got that fresh bergamot, that lavender, cardamom. It's got freshness, but also incredible like sensual warmth to it. You just feel like you want to hug a person who's wearing this. This is incredible. I know that usually people recommend it for date nights, but I would go like springtime, wear it every day. I think it's much more versatile than we give it credit. So try it out. Another one of my lifetime favorites. This is a fragrance that was one of the first men's fragrances that I bought for this channel. But even before then, I was always obsessed with this line and this particular scent. And I would spray it on me every time I would go somewhere because I just preferred men's fragrances. I was like, they are so much better than women's. So I would just spray them, test them. Ever before I had this channel, I was just obsessed with scents always. And this Allure Homme Sport Extrême, this scent is to die for, okay? This smells so luxurious, sporty, chic. It smells like a guy south of France in a linen shirt, not a worry in the world. He's just driving like a cabriolet car in really sunny France. It just smells so good, and I love that in a world of Chanel fragrances are often very traditional. This, I find that it's very like current, sporty, a bit unlike Chanel, to be honest. Minty, fresh, but also smooth, unlike many other freshies. So if you want something super refined, this one, and the sillage on this, so good. Okay, let's jump quickly to Bleu de Chanel as well, because another Chanel fragrance that I love, many women love in the world, men also. This is such a good scent. I love how lemon and tart and grapefruity it is at the top, but also it's incensey and smoky, and with that patchouli at the bottom. It is so deep of a fragrance. It's strong. It's long lasting, it projects, it just does everything for you. If you want one and done sort of a fragrance collection, Bleu de Chanel. I always say own it at least once in your life if you're a guy, because you'll get addicted to the compliments, to the how it performs on you, how good it smells. It is one of those fragrances that is a holy grail and will always be in my collection, and I hope they come out with a new version of it. Bleu de Chanel Elixir. I'm waiting for you. Next up, we've got a scent that for a long time, this was the sexiest fragrance I've ever smelled for men. I was like, there's nothing that will top this. And pretty much there's fragrances that are like on the same level, but this is still on top. Oh my gosh, this Masque Ravageur from Frédéric Malle. Man, this is animalic, this is raw, this is sexy. It's got cloves and cinnamon and this rich amber to it. I find this fragrance really badass, really opulent as well, so you can't miss it. If somebody walks in the room smelling like this, you'll notice them. This is a big character, big energy, like main character sort of a person. Smells absolutely addictive. It just draws you in. It is kind of like elevated caveman. This is what this fragrance is. Really classy, but still like caveman energy. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me know if you've tried Masque Ravageur, if that makes sense to you, but that totally just makes sense in my mind. This is a masterpiece. Next up, we've got my favorite Creed before I ever knew that Creed was like a very big brand. This, I just grabbed it. I fell in love with it. At that moment, like no other Creed grabbed me when I was first discovering the brand. I was like, this is amazing. And at the time I was like a teenager, and this is a very grown-up fragrance, but it really impressed me. So I think with anybody who says Royal Oud Creed is kind of like an old person's cologne, like what are you talking about? I was so impressed, and I'm still am, and I know so many people that just are die-hard fans of this. Royal Oud, it is spicy, it is really dry and woody. I love that cedar in here. It is a bit nutty as well. Dry like hazelnut, vetiver nuttiness. It is so elegant, so sexy. This definitely smells like a guy who is wearing like a really thick cashmere sweater, but like not a branded like Armani sweater or something. No, he's wearing like Johnstons of Elgin, sort of Scottish cashmere. The people who know about quality, they know that, you know, a lot of top brands, they take cashmere from there and make their sweaters there. This is like a quite luxury sort of Succession TV show fragrance. Absolutely love it. Long lasting projection, everything. This fragrance is underrated from Creed, and I hope they never discontinue it, because I would literally cry and run and get 10 of them. Next up, another fragrance that I was going through the line at Dior, I remember, and this was always tucked somewhere and it didn't get as much hype, and I thought this is so good. One of the best freshies I've ever smelled. Eau Sauvage from Dior. Forget about Sauvage. Look at Eau Sauvage. This, I love all versions, to be honest. I've got the Eau de Toilette because I find that this summer's heat, the citruses are piercing. There's this coolness to it that just cuts through the heat amazingly. This is this great sort of a barbershop fragrance, very timeless, so good, really raw and masculine. Quality is there, Dior, you've got magnetic cap. I think you're missing out if you are only looking at Sauvage line. This is kind of Sauvage, but it's in different bottles. But look at the original Sauvage. This is where the masculine fragrance came from. This is true masculinity to me in a bottle. I would love the world to smell like this. Next fragrance, it is the OG Acqua di Gio Profumo. This is the first Acqua di Gio that I really loved. I didn't really like the original because my dad wore it and I kind of was over it. I wanted something a bit more, with a bit more oomph, and I love patchouli. This has got that aquaticness and it's also got a lot of patchouli. It truly smells like a sea monster god, really powerful, really muscly guy to me. Like, you know, some fragrances that just project that really confident masculine energy, and this is one of them. Amazing, freshy, really nicely projects, and also longevity is really good. So this is really amazing. I love the new Elixir version though. I do love it, but this has been a lifetime favorite, so I'll put this on this list. But check out the Elixir for sure, and I'll link it down below as well. Next fragrance that is just stuck in my mind. Ever since I smelt it, I just knew that I had to have it in my collection and recommended it to you guys, but it was just love at first sniff. I didn't have money to buy it then. I just made a list of fragrances. I literally had a list in my phone of what fragrances I wanted to buy in the future. And this is it, Zadig and Voltaire. This is him. So amazing for a designer fragrance. This was revolutionary. It is so rich. I think that Parfum de Marly would put this in their bottles and people would go absolutely crazy for the scent. It is sometimes the branding that we just like miss some fragrances, but this, it is rich. It is really ambery warm, and I love that in a fragrance, but it's also fresh. It's got those citrusy notes in there. It's spicy. Like the dry down is amazing. It smells so natural. It gets better and better on the skin. So don't try it on a scent strip. Try it on your skin. The only downside is I wish it was a bit more powerful, but honestly, this you can get and grab from FragranceNet for not so much. Like, they're always discounted heavily, or even like on eBay. I've seen these sell for like 100 mils for £30 here in the UK. You can get an amazing deal for Zadig & Voltaire and just spray all of it on yourself. But the scent profile, it's absolutely to die for. It's one of my lifetime favorites. So if you have never smelled this fragrance, check it out. Now for another one. I remember a guy was buying this fragrance. And he looked rich, okay? He looked, I don't know how, I was just looking at him and I could tell. So he grabbed a bottle and I was like, let me check it out, because I was so intrigued what he was buying. And I discovered this, and oh my gosh, this scent is the perfect private island holiday fragrance. Any holiday, any just nice tropical vibes. This in the summer, one of the best fragrance. Like this for me, many fresh fragrances are just for me. This is so sexy with that coconut, that freshness of the bergamot. There's so many fragrances that are similar to this, but here this always gets me. Here where I live, they in the summertime they always spray this everywhere, like near the Creed counter, and this is the best time to go shopping, because every time I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to get another bottle, and I'll probably have to, of Virgin Island water. This is genius. This is so sexy, so good. If you've never tried it, at least get yourself a sample. I'll link some sample down below. Oh, this, just smelling it gets me going. It's so good. Next up, it's a fragrance that is just that good. It is Oud Wood from Tom Ford. Lifetime favorite without question. #1 most complimented fragrance in my collection for my husband. This is insane. I also consider it the top sexiest fragrance in my collection here. This just dry woodiness, but it just hits the spot. It's so good. It's a niche fragrance. It's kind of designer, isn't it? This is a designer fragrance that is niche, kind of like entry niche, that is so crowd pleasing, and that is not always something easy to do. This, anybody, snobs fragrance, really people who are not interested in fragrance, everybody will find this sexy on you. I think if you buy it once, you'll just rebuy it, because the attention, it is crazy. I'm telling you, I'm not just saying it. Like, this is crazy, okay? I don't understand why, but I have the same reaction, so I kind of understand why. And another fragrance, I hope that at least like I added a bit to this line, this fragrance being as popular as it is now. This fragrance just enchanted me, L'Homme Idéal Eau de Parfum. This fragrance, it's just unforgettable. It is a fragrance that is signature worthy, that is so high quality, that differentiates itself from so many in the designer market for men. This is just something else. It smells incredible, just incredibly high quality. The rose, the almondiness, the freshness. This is fresh, but also slightly sweet and just romantic, I call it. This is a person that you fall in love with. It's just such a good fragrance. And I think if you're that person that has tried Bleu de Chanel and Dior Sauvage and all of these fragrances that are super hyped, and you are kind of bored with them, this is for you. This is made for you. This is not basic. This is not boring. This is elevated, true fragrance luxury, and it's so incredibly sexy. This fragrance is just everything. Let me know actually, how old are you and what is your one lifetime favorite that you just love ever since, you know, you found this? Because I think some fragrances we go, oh, we love it, and then we're like, oh, what was I thinking? Like, this is just so done. And some fragrances, they've got that spot where you just love them forever. Let me know what that fragrance is. I'll link all of my favorites definitely for you, any discounters, and also samples in the description for you all. And I'll see you in a new one if you subscribe. So see you in the next one. Bye.